Welcome back, peeps. Thank you guys for tuning in the Battle Bros channel, where we're always showing you guys the newest news in Call of Duty. So today, Call of Duty Modern Warfare just released the official Season 5 trailer, right? I've got in the background here for you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to watch the trailer in case you haven't seen it. Obviously, you already have, then skip over 2 minutes. But we're going to go ahead and watch it first, and then I'm going to give you guys the trailer breakdown, because I've been researching over all the new things that are going to come and everything, so I might show you the nitty-gritty things that you might have missed during the video. So let's go ahead and watch this video.
Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready?
Alerts to Rose. You ready to start this fire?
Always. You know that.
That's what I like to hear. How about some fireworks?
Whole squad ready?
Good effect on target, Shadows. Doors open, bring in the birds.
Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got, I'm going to the top.
Guess who's back?
What you got, I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Is you ready?
It's disarmed. We're good.
Rhyme with them killers and trying to see who can kill them. I know they get the clip on them, make sure these people feel it. Gotta get that first shot off before that bullet hit me. Ain't gotta worry about looking back with my squad with me. No.
What are you waiting for? Let's do this!
Speed it up, let's go.
Before that bullet hit me. Is you ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? We've been grinding hard on the job. Are you ready?
Sniper!
Ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready.
You see hostile intent? You are clear to engage.
Going to the top.
The dance will never be the same.
And let me just reaffirm that. Who was not hyped for this right here? Right? Who the hell is not hyped for this? Let me go ahead and I'm gonna just lower the volume a little bit. There we go, just a little bit more, just so you guys can hear me but still hear the background. So we got a bunch of new things in this one. All right, I'm gonna confirm a couple of the new weapons that I saw. There are some like in question mark because they kind of like show really fast frames, so I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna be talking about a bunch of things that you may have missed. So let's jump into the beginning of the video. Obviously, one of the most important things was what was gonna happen to Stadium. So there wasn't any nuke like people were saying. It was, I guess, the new Shadow Legion. All right, if you guys are not really into it, they're gonna add a new set of operators. So as you guys know, there's Coalition and Allegiance. Those are basically the two sides of operators that you can choose from. Now they're going to be adding a new one called the Shadow Company. All right, so this Shadow Company, they're going to be the new set of operators, and I believe that's why there's a bunch of all these new skins so you can play. So these guys blow up the whole stadium. As you guys can see, they're going to go ahead and set C4s and open the whole stadium. All right, I'm just going to pause it like right over here just so maybe you guys can see as well how big it does seem like it is going to be, like a really just open area. I'm not sure how in-depth they went into how many rooms you can go into and all that kind of stuff. Again, not entirely sure on that, but again, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Some other things that was confirmed again is the train. The train is something very, very important that a lot of people were wondering about, and I've got a couple of things to show you here. So the train, it seems like it's not going to be going on full speed. It seems like one of the ways that you're going to be able to get on it is only parachuting. That's why they show that, because there's a part where the train rams the car. So I'm not sure, or maybe you have to go running and get on top of it. I'm not entirely sure on how the train is exactly going to work, because maybe you can only get on it parachuting, because if you get on while you're running, well, you're going to die because you hit it. And over here, as you guys can see, we've also got a box. So there are actually boxes on the train and LMGs. This is something new they're going to add. So they're going to add rappel systems to some part of the maps. This one is located in prison. As you guys can see, this is the prison area on the side, and as you guys can see from the bottom, you're going to rappel up. If you guys noted, they also added one in downtown. I believe these are going to be great because sometimes they're just not, once you're in the outside zone or anything like that, and then you need to push inside a prison, it's sometimes just a little bit unfair. So those Rappel things are going to be really, really good. As you guys can see in the train, there is also going to be some turrets mounted on here, so you can take away those vehicles. Here we're going to have a look at the new weapon right here. So I'm just going to pause that one just so we can see. This is the new weapon, the APC-9. All right, it's going to be a 9mm SMG. This is kind of like the Striker by the looks of it, but it seems like it's going to be a lot quicker in movement and maybe a little bit less steady. Again, this is kind of like the Scorpion type weapon, but again, a little bit different. So they're going to be adding the new SMG. This is the one that I could confirm. The other ones, they were just a little bit too short. And again, they kept repeating this gun over and over. So we're going to see the other things that are going to be new in this one. So we see the guy moving. This is one of the new operators going to be bringing in with the Shadow Legion. And here we see, again, this one is also part of the Shadow Legion. Here we see her exploding that that stadium part. I believe this is just part of the spectacle. I believe when we jump in it, it's going to be open, or maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe somebody has to get on top of stadium to open that. But never mind. Yeah, I just took a look right here. As you guys can see, stadium is open. I go, there goes my theory out the trash. So I guess it is already open when we go ahead and jump into the town. I don't see anything different in here. Everything does pretty much seem the same in Warzone. And again, here, something that I want to show you as well here in the back part of the train. Just confirming a little bit here, as you guys can see, there is a legendary box. There is another box in here. Just confirming that, again, you can get on top of this train. It does seem to be moving fairly fast. As you guys can see, guys dropping in all the time. So, again, I'm just not exact. I think that's going to be the only way to get on it. It's going to be parachuting, probably from those people coming in from plunder. Now, this weapon right here does seem like the double barrel or like the M carbine shotgun. Definitely seems like the double barrel, but it didn't sound like a double barrel shotgun. So there's a new weapon that might be in there. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Again, another legendary box on here. Just a couple more things. You guys can see again confirming that if you go into the train's path, it will definitely destroy you. Again, they're just going to show you more places to play. This is going to be one of the new maps, the Suldal Harbor, a 6v6 multiplayer map. They were saying they're going to add the hard hat, but I'm not sure exactly when they're going to add that. Here we see a new movement with one of the new operators coming into the game. Besides that, they're going to be adding, I'm so excited about this because I am a ground war player and I love ground war. So they're going to be adding Verdansk International Airport into ground war. This is something pretty unique because they do show various clips of airports. So this was the first clip they showed was on the other side of airports. So it seems like this is going to be a really big map with the hangars included. So it's going to be something pretty unique. Next up, we got the gunfight, which is going to be those 1v1s, 2v2s, or 3v3s. And it's going to be in the livestock. This is one of the farms in Farm Station, actually, in Eastern Farmlands. And I believe it's just going to be this one little house where you're going to be able to play. Let's just back it up here a little bit. As you guys can see, we saw a golden tank there as well. Which was pretty cool. Here we see that I believe this is the new weapon they're using. Here we have it again, another glimpse of the new weapon. We see this looks like the extended mags that he has on it, a little laser on it, and the angled and the commando grip on that one. So again, it seems pretty good. Next up, we got the little mine, and it seems this guy is also using it. It seems like everybody's going to be using it. So I think that's what it feels like. It's going to be a striker, like a high powered, because it is 9mm. So it feels like it's going to be a high hitting SMG, but you know, maybe with a little bit more recoil. Then here we got the new maps. So they're going to be adding quite a few maps to multiplayer, which I am glad. Which is going to be another 6v6 map, the Petrov Oil Rig. Here's something really interesting that I wanted to show you guys. I'm not sure if that is a new weapon, but take a look at this one right here. This one this one definitely seems like a new weapon. It seems like it's got the body of the M13, even with the M13 sight. But take a look at the mag. The mag is like a drum mag, and the M13 definitely does not have that drum mag. Again, let's take a look at that. So I think this is one of those new guns that they're putting into place. Again, this one also, this is not the CR Max. This is also one of the new guns added into the game. As you guys can see, they're in slow motion. I'm not entirely sure on the name of it. It was like in between the AK and the CR Max. As you guys can see, they're showing how it reloads. And then again, this one definitely seems like it's going to be a new gun because look, it's got like a long barrel. It seems like the Vector with the long barrel, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. And as well, there's going to be one of the new operators being added into the game. And then for Warzone, again, they're going to be adding a lot of blueprints and all those kind of stuff into the game as well. So it's going to be new. That this is also something pretty unique that maybe people missed. They're actually going to be opening up another part in Warzone. So as you guys can see, this guy is shooting. This is where a little bit besides downtown or right in front of the hospital, this is the train station. And we see the two dudes dropping right here. So when we see them, this is the top part of the train station. And this is something that was closed, but you guys can see they are going to open it up and he is going to go into underground. This is something that I find really, really cool because I felt that Warzone was big. But besides the buildings, there was a lot of locations that, besides apartment, there's a lot of locations that you couldn't get into. Like, for example, train station is a really, really big place, but it only has a couple of buildings that you can actually go in and get on the roof. So I feel there's a lot of wasted space. That's why, again, I feel they did the same thing with Stadium where they open it up. Something that I do think they're going to do is because on the leaks they showed the 200 players, I think they are gearing towards changing 150 players to 200 players, and I feel that's why they are opening all these areas up. So that may be something in here, because also they can't open every single thing up, because imagine if everything was open, it'd just be impossible to find an enemy. So as you guys can see, this is, they just give you a little bit of the glimpses on how inside a train station is going to work. It's going to look. As you guys can see, we got a little stairwell in here and some long corridors. We do see that there are a bunch of shops here, but they are all closed. So it does seem that it's just going to be like some straight corridors. Again, that's going to be a little bit better than what we had before. Here we do see another little pistol, but it seems like it's one we already had. We see a new animation here with Ghost, but he's got a ghillie suit, which seems honestly sick. And here we're going to see another one of the rappelling spots. So this guy's got a PKM and we got a sniper in the top. He does have the Barrett. So again, if they were going to add the intervention, this is where they would have added. So I believe no intervention coming into this update. Here we got another one of these skins, and we got another one of the rappel spots. So far we got two rappel spots, the one besides prison, and then the other one in here. This one is pretty good because I do feel a lot of people, it is pretty easy to defend. And I mean, if you got good headphones, I believe they're going to make this, I mean, really, really loud, kind of like the elevator. So I do think they're going to make this one just a little bit louder because of the accessibility that this does provide for you. So here we got to look at the new skin with this new death movement there. We're just going to go a little bit back just so we can see the top part of Stadium as well. As you guys can see, everything is open and it just seems like a really open area in here. Nothing much on the top, but everything's going to be open in here. So it seems like, again, it's just going to be a couple of open areas like this, like a couple bars open, but again, not too in-depth. Warzone is kind of known for that, because if you would make Stadium really, really in-depth with a lot of locations, it just may be too hard for people to hide, and it just not fighting everywhere. That's why they cannot make it that good, that open, sorry. And again, here we got the guy just using the same sniper, the Barrett, and here we got to look at the other gun, which I believe that's going to be the new gun as well. It seems like a 7.62 gun. And yeah, that is basically it. That is going to be the final part. So we got the trains, we've got the rappels, we've got the stadium opening, and again here I believe we got the new glimpse of the new gun here. Look at that. If you're going to be able to put that drum mag in this gun, that is going to be sick. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I deeply appreciate it. If you guys catch anything else that I didn't catch on, then please do let me know down below in the comment section so I can pin it for you. Peace out, everybody. And I'll see you all in the next one.